Mork in 3 words would be awesome, cosmic, unique.
Meet Mork, a cute rescue pup who was saved from a truck heading for a frightening and sad fate within China's meat trade. This is his story.
Hi, I'm Nikki, and this is Morky Morkster and his little chubby chibi chocks. And I'm the founder of Road Dogs Rescue, and we specialize in saving lives. He was on a meat truck in China, and my rescue partners with the rescue in China called Harbin SHS, and they were there when the meat truck pulled up outside some location, and they pulled a bunch of dogs from the truck, and they sent me a photo of him. It was like, do you want him? And I was like, oh my God, yes, and his name's Mork, because he just looked like a little alien when they sent me this photo. So that's how he came to Road Dogs. To be honest, I don't really know. I haven't done any kind of DNA test on him, but he's obviously sort of some, Shar-Pei-ish or in there somewhere. And so he's got a lot of the brachycephalic issues in terms of breathing and skin and gut. So he's got a lot of congenital issues, which is why I don't sort of get into his breeding, because I'm like, there's got to be some idiot out there who would try and recreate a Mork just because they think he's cute. But he's just been the biggest saga that I've ever dealt with in a rescue dog. I've never seen him drink water, so he has all his liquid in his food, so he has a really watery, soupy food. He's basically had everything done from a CT scan, because obviously his jaw is undershot and his face is a bit different. Vets and ordinary vets and specialist vets, and right now his skin is out of whack again. I love him to death, but he's just a really stressful dog to have, because you're kind of like, you're always wondering when the shoe is going to drop again. Posted him because I do that as a rescuer, and I set up a different account for him and just thought because he was funny and people could follow his journey. And then obviously it took off because people thought he looked like Baby Yoda, and I didn't even know who Baby Yoda was at the time, but he became sort of viral because of that, and that was really fun and stuff. And then beyond that, I wanted his page to be a page of hope for people, because I mean, his story is like, this dog was on a meat truck in China and now he's living a really loved life in Southern California. And so as someone that's sort of dealt with depression myself, I wanted to have something that brings joy and hope to people. So his page sort of evolved from, oh, he's just a funny little Baby Yoda dog, to me really wanting to bring joy to people and make people smile and give them hope when they're feeling down, obviously you'll get the odd, oh, that dog's really ugly, or you'll get the vomit emojis or whatever, but it's like, that doesn't bother me. I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, whatever. It's really just that people are really grateful that he makes them smile. I'm involved in rescue, so I don't watch cat videos or dog videos at the end of a hard day, but you kind of realize that, life is hard and people get really stressed out, and this little funny dog with his chubby chibi chops and his dancing chicken feet just brings joy to people. And what's surprising is the amount of comments and DMs sometimes that I'll get from guys. I just don't expect that. I don't expect a guy to be like, oh, thank you for your little dog, he really makes me smile, But I've had people say he helps them with their anxiety or their depression, and I just think that that's really wonderful, We focus on sort of bulldogs and Frenchies and stuff like that. And my goal ultimately is to have a sanctuary so that we have a place where these dogs can live. But again, I really want a place for animals and people where people can come and spend time with animals and just sort of recharge their spirits a little. Like, I feel that animals can help people heal and people can help animals. And so why not have a space in nature that could serve both, So that's really my ultimate goal, because obviously things are just hard right now, like trying to find people to adopt, trying to find places for these dogs to go. The breeding situation in the US especially is just terrible. Like, there's just so many people breeding and there's so many dogs in the shelters, and you never used to see a Frenchie or an English Bulldog in the shelters. Now they're just turning up all over the place because people don't realize what they're getting into with those kinds of breeds and how expensive they can be and all the health issues that they can have. And so it's just really sad. So to me, to have a place where put a smile on people's faces, I think could be best of both worlds. Well, with Mork, I just keep making people smile, We've done some meet and greets occasionally, which are really fun, and people will come from all over just to meet him. And that's really kind of like wild when people travel from out of state or hours just to come meet this little dog. And it's kind of like, that really warms my heart. And then, you know, I'm hoping to write a little kids book on him, so I need to pull my finger out and get that done too. So, but yeah, I just really want him to just keep inspiring people. I think we're all on a process of just trying to be better human beings. And I think, you know, I say that not as someone that's accomplished it at all. I definitely want to be a more kind human being. And I think that that's what animals, and especially Mork, just teach us about acceptance, and when something's different, to not judge it, but to look at what we all have a part to play in this world, and we all have something to give, and to embrace ourselves as well, and self-love. You know, I think a lot of us can judge ourselves, and especially women, you know, in the way that we look, but I think it's just, we all have a wonderful part to play, and we're all incredibly unique, and Mort reminds us of that.
When we paddle out into the lineup, people smile. There's no doubt, you know, and we'll take off on a wave and I hear people going, Rosie, go, Rosie. It's pretty cool. There's actually quite a few people who surf with their dogs, and then we have these competitions where they surf on their own and they're